right. Are we ready, set? Any of that?
Sure.
Stay ready, sir.
I don't know why I talk to you people.
You feel the same about you.
I know.
Because we're entertaining. That's why. What the hell are you
Well,
talking about?
okay. I mean, sure. Okay. Well, welcome to the threesome, y'all. This is a podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least three topics each week. The three of us, of course, are our point person and optimistic realist. We call her Star.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Word.
Oh, always a good policy.
Unless you're nasty like that.
Ew. And the center of our threesome and our voice of reason, we call him Magic.
Dear white women, if you see me in public with my black ass children that are well darker than me, you're probably going to miss your shot. Thanks for
Well,
pulling up.
not necessarily. I mean, some people have a varied taste spectrum.
Yeah, my
And
hoeing days are over.
and bringing up the rear as usual, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of the group, and they refer to me as Storm. So, um,
Woo!
Issa Rae has seemed to piss the AKAs off for some reason.
They bougie.
Okay, but here's what I don't understand. Anytime they're going to use, sorry, anytime they're going to use AKA paraphernalia or logo in any kind of television show or whatever,
They done
they
talked to the head folks and got
they
permission.
have talked to the people in charge and got permission to do it. So I don't understand how all these AKAs who aren't in charge of shit are all of a sudden having a fit because a character in a show had AKA paraphernalia who and the actual actress is not an AKA. I don't understand y'all. I don't understand y'all's allegiance. Okay, I do understand it. My mom was an AKA. I grew up around it. Okay. I do understand it, but I don't understand this. This level of devotion to your, I don't know, what are we calling it? Your
Fraternal.
Fraternal organ or
Oh,
your sorority
yeah.
organization. Your
okay,
Greek letter organization.
I was gonna call it your college gang, but what else?
Same difference.
So, you know, like y'all really invested in this, but no, Issa Rae did not pick up the phone and call and ask for every last one of y'all's permission, and now y'all mad. Now, if she'd have talked about every other Greek organization and not mentioned y'all asses, y'all have been mad about that, right?
We
A
live in the
little.
day and time where you can't do shit
Right,
without there being an uproar for 15 minutes about it. And then
right,
they move on to something else.
right. But I'm just like, I don't understand y'all. You know, you're being represented. If you weren't represented, you'd be mad that you're not represented. So you're being
Listen,
represented, and now you're mad because you're being represented. You don't like the way you're being, or not even the way. They didn't even have a problem with the way they were represented. They had a problem with who was representing them.
listen, here's the thing. What people don't realize is that all this uproar and bullshit, um, it has the opposite of the desired effect.
Ding
A lot
ding
of
ding ding
times
ding.
people do all this fussing because they trying to get something stopped or get something shut down or whatever. And a lot of times, what it does is that motherfuckers who normally wouldn't have paid attention to the shit in the first place going to check out and see what all the fuss is about, which
Yes.
increases the ratings.
And
Yeah.
this is how algorithms work, people.
Yeah.
The
I
computer does
guess.
not care if you like it or hate it. The simple fact is you watched it, you clicked it, you promoted it, you passed it
Exactly.
on. Therefore, you made shit you swear you
It's
hate
free
famous.
promotion. Yeah.
I guess. But yeah, it's just silly.
If you
I
hate the
just thought
show, tell everybody you know.
right. But yeah, I just felt like the whole thing was silly. And I have never rolled my eyes so hard in digital form than I did this week.
Oh, you
Fake
haven't?
outrage is all the rage.
Well, I'm sure I have, but I mean, I feel like I haven't because my God, like the fake outrage. Like I'm like, is this what we're doing? Really?
So let me tell you what I rolled my eyes at this week. This
Icky.
week in social media. The outrage at uh Jada Pickett in her last Red Table Talk.
Oh, I
Now,
missed that.
What does she
uh,
do?
Yeah, I
so
missed the whole.
what the tweeters and social media or other social media people tried to say was she just embarrassing him at every step. Like, why don't she keep their personal life, in the
Him
bedroom? What
who?
is she trying to do?
Oh, her
Um,
husband?
yeah.
Prolong a career.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Like,
here's the thing. I read I haven't seen the actual show. What I did was read the transcripts from the show. And I'm like, at no point did she say that he was an unsatisfactory lover. Like I mean, people were just blowing this thing out of control to the point where like Yahoo, Mashable, and a couple of other places like had whole ass articles like condemning her for what it was that she said. And when you read the transcripts, and let me put this out here first, or in the middle of this, I don't like Jada Pickett. I've never been a fan of hers or anything, but right is right and wrong is wrong. She didn't
right,
fucking do anything wrong. Okay. Um, she didn't like say anything bad about him, diminish his lovemaking in any kind of way. She just didn't say that. She just said at some point they had issues. They corrected them. Like, she didn't blame him for the issue. She said they had issues. Like, get
right.
the fuck out of here. I just don't. It's like every week we get more and more ridiculous.
I commend
Yeah.
you for actually doing research. That's where everyone else is going wrong.
Well, here was the thing. So I get this call. Anybody that knows that I am a huge Will Smith fan from back in the day, right?
Right.
So one of my friends called me and said, "Your boy locked up." I said, "What?" I said, "Who?" And she said, "Will." I said, "Smith?" And she says, "Yes." I said, "For what?"
Right.
So
Because that's
then
where
she
I
was
would have
like,
gone.
"I don't know, such and such told me he was in jail because I guess him and Jada got into it and blah blah." I was like, okay, that didn't even sound right. And I was half fucking sleep. So
Right.
so
Right.
that's when I went and looked at, like I Googled his name and then I clicked news because I figured whatever it was, because she was like, well, I said, I don't see anything on the internet about it. She was like, well, she said that she heard it on the news. I said, on the radio. I said, let me tell you something. I said, all these organizations pull their information from the same place, which is the AP Wire. Okay.
Most
If
of them, yes.
Well, the majority of them,
Yeah.
legitimate news anyway. They
Right.
pull their information from the AP Wire. Okay, if you are a media organization of any kind, you have the AP Wire. Okay, so if it was on the radio and it was true, then it would be on the AP. These other organizations would be reporting on it as well because he's a huge star. You know what I mean? If he had been locked up in jail, yeah, no. She was like, well, I'm just telling you what's up. So you're relaying information that somebody else said. And here's the thing. She was like, well, she said she heard it on the radio. And I'm like, what she might have heard is a half-ass conversation. You know how
Right.
sometimes the radio hosts get into these, scenarios and shit like that. Like,
Right.
we gonna fuck Jada up one of these days and end up in jail, or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
If
Yeah.
Will was the type to beat a chick, I'm sure that threshold would have been crossed by now.
I mean, anybody, you can push anybody to that limit.
I'm pretty sure she'd beat on him.
I think that would happen first too. I don't doubt that.
Yeah. I don't care. But I mean,
Stars on her extra. You bet not say nothing bad about no Will Smith.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about it. I'm just saying I don't care about their relationship one way or another. Because I, like her, have never been much of a Jada Pinkett fan, And, I like Will. I'm not to the level that she does, but I've never been a Jada Pinkett fan. And, consequently, I just really don't care about what goes on between the two of them.
I
But
respect that they do so much that's outside of the norm, but I don't need to know it.
well, I mean, yeah, I don't care.
Mhm.
Like I'll be paying attention to them. But yeah, I mean, again, much it sounds like much ado about nothing. Uh, you know.
Yep.
And
The
also
world we live
and
in.
also, what if she did say that he sucks in bed? So what?
I think Will Smith is
Um,
like the male version of like what do you call it, the American Sweethearts. Like there's a lot of people who really like
yeah.
him, and
Sure. But my point is, y'all ain't fucking him. So
right. You're
what
not fucking him.
difference
You're not in his
does it
family.
make? You know
You're
what I mean? I don't
you're not a part of
care if
his support team. Like
right. Like I don't care if his sex is trash because I ain't fucking him. So what difference does it make? Like
I don't
why
think
is
he.
that something that's gonna set y'all off? Like I don't understand that at all.
I don't think it's the point that if his sex were trash and she said that's the point. I think the point is that she's trashing this dude. Um, she's trashing this dude, and so many people like him, but she didn't even trash him.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
The thing with any man in the entertainment industry, they'll tell you from the door, women have to want to fuck you and men have to want to be you. So if you're
mm-hmm,
attacked on either one of those levels, it's going to take down your fame.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, the man's like what, 60? I
Is he
mean,
that old?
I don't know.
He
I
got to
feel
be
like
in his 50s.
yeah, I feel like
Yeah, I
he's
think he's in
at
his
least
50s.
mid. I feel like he's at least mid 50s because like I was in high school when his shit was hitting, with
So
Jazzy
was
Jeff.
he.
So I'm sorry.
So was he.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
I might have been in middle school, tell you the truth. Like, when Parents Don't Understand came out and shit, like, I was real, like, mad young. And so,
He is a whopping 53 years old.
53? Okay. Well, so he's a couple years older than me. But I figured he was a little bit older. But, yeah, I mean, by this point in his life, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how much longer he's gonna be on the everybody wants to fuck him list anyway. You know what I mean? Like I
No,
can't imagine.
he gonna be on that for the simple fact that he got money. Like
Well, yeah, but hell, I mean, it's a lot of old shriveled up men got money. But my point is, like unless you were already riding for him, like young people ain't like, ooh, you know who I love? Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like they're not putting up Will Smith posters on there.
yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
he's already been branded. And if you ride for him, you're
Oh,
probably gonna ride it out. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So
posters. It'll be
I,
a
I
screensaver, not a poster.
Okay, well, whatever. I
Right. People
mean,
don't do posters no more.
they still print posters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many
but
people buying them?
Well, I don't know about that.
I like posters though.
I mean, you got to put something on your wall, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the
Bob
kids do
Marley and them.
because I try to ignore them. But yeah. Well, hell, I had Bob Marley on my wall.
I don't think I've ever had Bob Marley on my wall.
Well, I take that back. Yeah, I did have Bob. I was like, did I have Bob Marley? Yeah, I did have Bob Marley. I also had Ziggy. His fun
Mm.
ass. That's a whole nother issue. Anyway, but yeah, people be riding for people who don't even know their names.
They exist. Right.
like I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm like, y'all do the most, okay?
Yeah.
Leave people alone.
Yeah.
She keep inviting people to their business, but I suppose
Well,
that's her job at this point.
that
And I
is
think that's
true.
what a lot of people's point is.
And,
Like,
and that is true. You're asking people to get in your business, and people are unfortunately misconstruing the boundaries of that. you know,
yeah.
I was watching. Who was I watching? I happened to be watching. I was watching Tamron Hall a couple days ago, by accident because I didn't even know she had a show, but it came on, and they had, oh, what's her name? Iyanla was on. And she was saying, they were asking her why she's in her show, and she was saying, she got tired of people um like intruding in her life. She said people
Mm.
would find out her phone number or find out where she lived, and they would come show up like in the middle of the night talking about I need help, you know.
Lord.
Right. And she's like, and she's like, I have a lot of different vehicles where I help people. She's like, but you just can't show up at my
Show up at
house
my
or call
crib.
my house in
What's
the
wrong
middle
with
of the night.
you?
And of course, Tamron was like, people did that, and she was like, yeah. She was like, but I think it's because when you are on a television show and you're in somebody's, and you're
Home.
in their home and you're in their lives on a weekly basis, they think that they have a
Access.
relationship with you.
Yeah.
By the way, thanks for listening to the podcast, people. We
Woo-woo.
peoples. We good. Don't come to
Yeah.
my house.
Yeah, don't come to my, well, you can come to my house if you want to, because I don't open the
I
door.
know that's right. I know that's right.
And I will stick my guard dog on you.
Yep.
He's looking at me like, look, that sounds like work.
It's one of them
But-
dogs that'll show you where the good shit is when you come to rob the place.
Get that over there.
well, first of all, you're going to have to do work to get that information out of him. And by that, I mean, you're going to have to pet him like for a long, long time. And
Ooh, that beautiful bean footage.
and Star knows, Star knows that my dog is relentless when it comes to his affection.
Yeah, he is. He be done
So,
scratched you up like pet
yeah.
me more.
You come up in here if you want to, but there will be a dog.
Run up, get done up.
Exactly. Yeah, you will have to put in work with that dog. So just letting you know. But yeah, I mean, I think it's unfortunate how people feel like they're
That
entitled.
invested in shit because they ain't got no fucking life.
Yeah, that they're just entitled to people's
Time.
and their
Personal
Energy.
space.
and an opinion, like like a voice, like they think they're entitled to a say in what goes on. And
Simple fact is, y'all think the internet's real and it's spilling over to reality. Like nobody
I think-
cares about you, what you're saying, or what you're doing,
I think a lot
or
of
what
that
your
is
fucking last
happening,
meal
too.
look like.
Yeah, and that's also
Nobody
why
cares.
I also saw where People are getting arrested on planes because they keep acting up. Did you see the dude that punched the flight attendant?
What? Why?
Why do you have? What
Who-
makes a flight attendant worthy of getting punched?
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. I think this internet shit, like people think, oh well, I can say and do what I want, But yeah, they had
Yeah,
his
it's an unrealistic cause and effect sequence.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's probably in a federal prison right about now because
Yeah.
yeah, they had his ass in handcuffs and they had to take her
People,
to the hospital
please don't forget you can be
That's
punched in
crazy.
the face in reality.
and then
Over
there's
the
that.
internet, you might be good. In
Not just that.
reality, not the
Yes.
same.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
Especially
bulletproof.
fucking with grown folks.
Right, you're bulletproof online. Not so much in person. Keep that in mind because everybody ain't playing by the same rules you're playing by. Also, keep that in mind. Um,
Somebody should have told the people to storm the Capitol.
right. Well,
Yeah. You could talk that shit online. A little different in person.
yeah, but they had help. You saw where they were talking about how they had information sessions with members of Congress, but we won't even talk about that because that shit. Anyway, whole different story. If they had a little more melanin, but
Yeah.
um, so Star,
Ma'am.
you wanted to bitch about a few things. We're listening.
It's like my fourth album.
So I really didn't want to come on here and bitch. I wanted to keep it on a lighter note because it always seems like we bitching about something. But there's just so much in the world to bitch about. Such
Correct.
as people in their freaking idiotic decisions out here in the world. So I'm driving home tonight, coming down a main street, Woodward Avenue. And for those who don't know, Woodward Avenue is the street that divides the east from the west side in Detroit. Okay. And it's usually, and for most of it, it's a well lit street until you get further out. But anyway, there's this one small section in a suburb of Detroit called Highland Park.
Mm,
And it's not very well lit. Okay. Most people know that. Most of the people who drive around here know that that area is not well lit. It's raining outside, so visibility is reduced, greatly reduced. And this dude in all black, okay, decides that he wants to cross the street. And literally, I did not see him until he was at my, like almost at my passenger side headlight. And then this asshole had enough nerve to like throw up his hands and say whatever the hell he was gonna. He said because I was listening to my music and I didn't hear him, but you could tell he was irate. And I'm like, the fuck are you mad about? Why you out here like a spook in the night, crossing the damn street? Can't nobody see your punk ass. Like, why? And it just really made me think about like a lot of the idiotic stuff that people do like out here in the world, from the dumb shit that they do at stores, like you crossing across somebody, like say if you walk in front of somebody or walk between like two people having a conversation. Well, that space is a lot more open these days because people are not, just standing up upon each other. But then while you're talking, you'll have a motherfucker walk right between that space and don't even say excuse me or nothing. Just keep it moving. And then have enough nerve to get an attitude when somebody says something to your ass.
Or on the flip side, if your ass is at, let's say, a 7-Eleven having a conversation with three other people right in front of the fucking register, nigga,
right.
move.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Be standing in the middle of walkways. Like, you
Right.
own this
Yeah.
bitch.
And I think I mentioned this before, or you're in the grocery store and you stop your cart right in the damn middle of the aisle where
Right.
nobody can get by, and then you walk away. And then you get mad because I push your shit to the side.
Right, like because I touched your shit.
Right.
Like,
Oh, that's
nigga,
mine. Yes, I know. It was in the middle of the
give a
fucking
fuck
time.
whose it is. Move. Like I don't understand. It's not even just a manners thing. It's not just manners and entitlement. It's impatience. It's just not thinking. Like I don't know. Like I had a dude the other day while I was driving down 9 Mile. Now they've introduced all these new bike lanes.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
So
Just
annoying.
in time for a Detroit winter.
And the
well,
roundabouts are annoying too, but we won't talk
yeah,
about
that's some shit. Oh, I hate that. Like, let's see how to fuck shit up even more for Michigan drivers. Oh, I got it. A roundabout.
that. Right.
Um, uh,
Or several of them in succession.
oh my God. Like the
That is
two
whack.
over there by the library in Southfield,
I
just
was gonna
ridiculous.
I was gonna say right over there on Evergreen, those two in succession. Like I'm surprised that hasn't been, a disaster yet.
Yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous. But they say they did it because kids will be crossing the street at Evergreen because they go into the library. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, the bike lane incident. Okay, so guys riding his bike. We're coming near to the end of the bike lane, right? So instead of this dude going up on the part of the sidewalk, which would allow him to ride on the sidewalk so that he didn't have to cross the next major street, without I'm not gonna say without a light, but still be right there because it's allowing the cars to turn. He's still riding down the bike lane and then catches a whole ass attitude when I'm looking at him like he crazy because he's not riding fast. He's kind of just going at his own pace, like really slow, like just fast enough to give it a little bit of momentum for the bike to stay up straight. But I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, knees to chest in this bitch. Move. And he's just looking at me like, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't, just people are just idiotic and moronic. Like, but if I had hit your ass, if I had gotten over and didn't see you in my blind spot, okay, because you're supposed to take that bike lane like it goes up to a point at the sidewalk, basically telling you get your ass on the sidewalk before you cross this major street.
Right.
Oh, but no, nope, don't want to do
Yeah.
that. You still want to ride out here like you a car.
Yeah. The number of people on bicycles that I don't know, think they have bumpers are hilarious.
But then if I flatten your ass, I'm wrong. Cause I'm
Yeah.
wrong by Michigan law.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
finished a 4.5 hour road trip, and my current pet peeve is there'll be two cars in front of you, only two lanes on the highway, both of them going, let's say, 70 miles per hour. I'm going 70, 2 second rule behind them. And some asshole will pass me going 90, like the two cars in front of them are supposed to move.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that
That
too.
And then they hit the brakes, and
irritates
then I
me.
have to hit the brakes behind them, and then everybody behind us has to hit the brakes. And that is how slowdown happens,
Okay.
people. Stay your
Or
ass in your lane,
or I'm in the
figuratively
left
and literally.
lane. Okay. I'm in the left lane, not driving slow, but I'm driving, I don't know, on 696.
Good
I may be
10
driving,
above.
yeah, I may be driving 85. I'm trying to pass the person that's to the right of me. Why do you ride up on me going 95 and you be on my bumper? Like, if you
Life
wait a
is
minute,
not a video game, people.
yeah, I'm like, if you wait a minute, I can get past this person. But you being on my bumper is about to be a problem, especially if there's somebody in front of me. Like, especially when there's somebody in front of me. Like, what do you want me to do? Run them over?
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand people.
At all.
I really can't.
Bring on the
But
apocalypse.
or something. I don't know. Planet of the Apes, or I don't know.
Was that racist?
Racist. Okay, I like apes.
No, was Planet of the Apes racist?
I
Why
don't
would
even
it be
remember
racist?
Planet of the Apes.
Hmm.
Hey, baby. Why would it be racist?
Really?
Sirius heard me. Sirius heard me ask about the baby, and he popped his head up because that's his baby.
Our co-host is here.
But
Yeah,
yeah, why
good. We
is
need more light skinned people on this show.
Excuse you. Whatever.
why would Planet of the Apes be racist?
I'm not even touching that one.
Well, I'm asking because I think I know where you're going with that, but like, I don't know why. Well, they're talking about apes. Well, okay.
You know the descendants of troglodytes want to act like every other race is the savages that were descendants of apes.
Okay.
You'll put it together later. Next subject.
No, I put it together. I just don't understand why you think. Well,
I didn't say I think. I just asked the question.
okay. Well, my answer is no because I think it's racist if you want it to be. You know what I mean? Like, okay, but
My answer is, from what I remember, it could be.
the one that came out in the 70s probably more so than the one
Hmm.
recently.
That's what I was thinking
I haven't
about.
seen the recent ones. I'm just
No,
not
me
into
either.
remakes.
You haven't seen the recent ones?
No.
Nah, I don't do
Oh,
remakes.
well, yeah, no.
Clash
Um
of the Titans fucked it up for everybody.
I did. You know what? I refused to watch the remake of Clash of the Titans because
And you
why?
saved some money.
Because I'm like, why would you remake that movie?
Although my
Mm.
children are trying to drag me to Ghostbusters.
Trying to
Why?
drag you to do what?
To
There's a new
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters coming
Oh,
out.
no, 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 no. No,
I
no.
I didn't even see the one with the women. Like I
No.
yeah.
You missed nothing.
I'm sure I didn't. Like I'm like there's certain I don't understand why they
I
feel
don't
the
even
need.
acknowledge the second Ghostbusters movie. Like the first one was good. It could have been
Right.
left there.
Well, I don't know. I acknowledge the second one just because Bobby Brown, but that's the only reason.
Hey, call the Ghostbusters in control.
Right. That's the only reason
Buy the
why.
soundtrack.
Yeah, that is the only reason why I acknowledge that movie. But
Wow.
but yeah, I don't understand why they feel the need to remake all these movies. I
Because
just found out.
making another classic would require thought and effort.
I just found out that they tried to make a sequel to The Craft. Like,
It's a
why?
TV show, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a show or something, but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
refuse to watch that one too.
Me too, because I'm like, why, people? Why?
I heard that they're trying to
Same
redo the
reason Puff
Crow.
took hits from the 80s.
Yeah,
I heard that they're trying to redo the Crow.
yeah. I don't. I would. First of
Leave that.
Hope
all,
nobody gets Baldwin at this time.
I was gonna say. First of all, I find that very disrespectful.
Very.
You know what I mean? Because, but whatever. I'm not a Hollywood exec, obviously, because
half
yeah.
these half
I,
these remakes, over half of them
do
wouldn't
you
get to
know?
go like,
Do you know how many good books and stories there are in this world that have yet to be put on film?
yeah.
Like, why are y'all going back to old shit and trying to
You
recreate?
read? What a novel idea.
It's the same thing rappers and R&B artists have been doing for years. It's like, oh, it was already a hit. Well, let's just do it over and it'll be a hit again. No, it was a hit the first time because it was so different and still good.
Yeah.
Artists differentiate. Being weird doesn't automatically make you good.
That is also true.
I think the
So,
baby agrees.
Light skin power.
brother, I agreed with you too, by the way, but whatever.
You from the Bayou. You think you one of us.
I can't stand you. Oh my goodness.
Hate on my ability to pass the paper bag test.
um. Okay. I don't know. Can you
Yes.
in the summer?
Yes.
I don't know. Depends on the paper bag. But anyway, bad game you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so I was speaking to my other half who I don't want to minimize what she does for a living, but basically it's a call center. And they're at a period now where everybody works from home. So there's a new guy that comes in and she's training him over the phone. And she's like, he keeps asking what I'm doing or how my day is, a whole bunch of crap that doesn't involve work. And a couple of days later, she's like, oh, he's doing this with all the women at the job. That's sexual harassment. And I'm like, no, that's bad game. Like, I could see where it's annoying, but you really shouldn't be getting somebody hemmed up for being whack. So I've heard this from different people in different situations. Where's the differentiating factor? And I don't want
Okay.
to speak for women. I'm backing the hell up.
Okay. Well, I would make the joke that the the, the differentiation comes with what does he look like,
I'm
but
sure.
but
Mm,
no.
poor
Y'all know
thing.
damn well somebody you attracted to can get away with a bunch of bullshit somebody you ain't attracted to can.
Oh well, absolutely. But
Yeah.
here's the thing: I don't care what you look like if you playing with my money. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Like when you playing
Yeah.
with my money, that's a whole nother situation. Like I think it crosses the line with harassment. First of all, if I done told you, like in no uncertain terms, I am not interested.
Yeah.
That's big.
Huh?
I said that's big because I was
Yeah.
feeling like the whole time if your job ain't on the line or if you haven't been physically touched,
Well, no. I mean, certainly if my job is on the line for it, or if it's some unwanted touching, surely that's harassment. But also, if I have told you, don't do that, I don't like that, you need to
And you
stop
keep,
that,
yeah,
and you keep
man,
doing
yeah.
it, now you're harassing
We
me.
got a problem,
Yeah.
right?
okay. Take notes, fellas.
And a lot of that tends to go on. See, I don't feel like just because you come on to me at the office that it's sexual harassment. You know what I mean? But if you come on to me and I'm like,
And you continuously,
right, and I'm like, dude, stop it. Or if I'm like, you know, you see I'm not like I am not interested in you. I need you to stop. And then you continue to do it, now you're harassing me.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm also old school. So my first thought is never HR.
Yeah.
You
Oh, he
know,
likes me.
I resort to violence. So now we both about to get written up. Okay.
Mm,
So,
Slap the slap out of ya.
absolutely.
such a Jada Pinkett.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I'll be there.
I'll be that. But what you not finna do is try to make me miserable where I'm trying to make money. No, nah, nah. We're
Yeah,
not doing that, bruh.
yeah. At the very least, your
Or
ass getting cussed out.
I was gonna say or sis, because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
The
don't
butchers is
know,
out here.
you know. But
You
yeah,
say the butchers?
wow.
Butches.
Oh, butches. I'm like, what? What does that mean? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but honestly, again, I'm also pretty easygoing. So if you're somebody who is just joking around all the time, I don't take you seriously anyway, and I don't, like I wouldn't consider that harassment because I'm like, oh, that's just that person acting a goddamn fool. You know what I mean? Like I don't take you
Yeah.
seriously anyway, so it doesn't rise to the level of harassment to me unless it is infringing upon my ability to make my money, and then we got a problem.
Or to be at peace in the workplace.
Or to be at peace. But if you're joking and I think you're funny, then I'm at peace anyway. So
There you have it, fellas. Be funny and be good looking.
I don't know that that's the message.
It is. Everybody know the uglier you are, the more charming you have to be.
um,
That's just life.
okay. All right. I mean, I'm not going to argue that point.
I mean, you gotta know where you fit on the grade scale. I was about to say on the spectrum, but that word has taken a swift turn in the last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I knew what you meant. I knew which spectrum you were talking about,
Somebody said a word today that I have not heard in years.
which was
Nomenclature.
nomenclature.
Mm.
Oh,
Nomenclature.
you must not have taken many chemistry classes.
I mean, the last time I was in school, I said years.
Oh,
Mhm.
Not that
yeah.
I've never heard.
Oh, yeah.
I met a teenage girl named Florence this week.
Ah.
I tried my best not to clown. Which one of her grandmamas she named after?
Wow. Well, did they just call her Flo?
Nah, her name tag said Florence.
Well,
She
okay.
wanted all her syllables.
Okay. Well, good for her.
By the way, I was also in a Halloween store. The Flo from Progressive costume is the scariest thing in there.
Ah,
Florence. Po baby.
I don't know how that chick has been in this many commercials for this long.
mm.
She's frightening.
She can be.
I mean, I don't really. I don't know. I don't really be. I mean, I guess I pay attention to the commercials, but not really. You know what I mean? Mm.
It's
The
time to wrap it
baby
up.
don't care for him.
She
The
got shit to
baby is
do
like, yeah,
at 11 o'clock at night.
right.
Yeah,
Look,
they
yo,
just
sleep,
walked in the
Nana.
door. They
Aw,
just walked in the door.
the baby.
Yep, her and her mommy.
Oh, because I'm like, when the baby start walking?
It will be in a minute.
Yeah, give it a second.
Right.
Yeah,
She trying.
but yeah. So,
I got to participate this week. Woohoo! Appreciate y'all.
wow. You feel like you don't usually participate?
Nah, last week I was just sitting there.
So what you're saying is we didn't need you.
Everybody knows you
Wow.
can't outtalk a woman. Two of them.
Whatever. Don't act like we don't give you your moments.
Right.
This episode. Appreciate y'all. Go back to Dick Tales. I bet you I get some more airplay on this mother. Okay.
Well, yeah. You gonna do Dick Tales for us next week?
I don't have a life like that.
Well, before your Dick Tales were about your previous life, so
Right.
Yeah, but then
Get to
I
swimming.
have to hear it from the person I'm with now, and then
well, then you ain't with the right one. So
Uh-oh.
Lord,
She'll be the next one to write in.
Oh well.
Hmm. No, I'm gonna stick with this one for a while.
Aww. Yay. Somebody's happy.
I'm in my mid 40s. I can't be doing practice relationships at this point.
Right.
Okay.
Practice.
Ah,
Aw.
anyway, I'm sitting here watching basketball while I'm talking to y'all, and it's halftime, so it's a
Oh, Lord.
Um,
perfect time for me to go walk the dog.
What in the dough?
no.
Although, you know what? It has been raining all day here.
Yep.
All friggin'
And that's
day.
why I have children instead of pets. Just send them down the hole. Don't even have to help.
Wow. I didn't know that they were interchangeable in that way, but okay. I mean,
If you got to take care of something, hopefully one of these little chicks pays off.
okay.
It might as well be something that eventually will grow to
Yeah,
take care of
get some
itself.
return on investment.
Right.
Aw, that's okay, puppy. You give
Aw.
me return on investment. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
The love, the
Now go pick up
love.
his shit in the rain.
Yeah, but he al- he also he also doesn't talk back.
What?
We've heard him on the show. Don't try to
Right,
lie.
right. I was getting ready to say.
I didn't say he doesn't fuss at me, but yeah, no.
Fuss at you, talk back.
But
I mean,
Yeah.
tomato, tomato.
You talk back, puppy. No, Shay, no, I don't. Say I like
why
to.
you holding his mouth shut?
I'm not
Right.
say I'm giving him a tummy rub. I give him a tummy rub. Yeah.
Say you hold this mouth shut. Post that. You know, I just visualized you over there holding this mouth like you better not
Wow.
say nothing.
Mm, it's
I'm
okay,
sorry. I'm
puppy.
visual.
I know.
I was
It's
seeing a red rocket, but we gonna leave that alone.
What?
oh, what?
Don't ask.
I won't.
So, if you like the show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe. It is the Threesome Podcast Instagram if you're old and if you'd like to think you're young. And the Threesome Pod on Twitter. Do any of us actually run that page? I haven't touched it in a while.
Yeah, I haven't in a while, but I
Yeah.
mean, maybe I'll start.
Yeah.
Y'all
The
slipping.
nudes will pay way more attention.
Nah.
Okay, well, send me some and I'll post them. Anyway,
If you want to.
And I'll take a look.
And we all do ratings for free.
yep, for free.
That just so fascinates me when a chick's on Twitter like such and such amount for dick ratings.
What?
How bad are y'all with money and ego?
well, you'd be surprised.
And
I'm a weirdo. I can't pay
Yeah.
real strippers. Like, why am I paying you to tease me? I could pay a bartender because she's performing a service I care for. Pussy
Li-
still free, people.
listen, if there's one thing that a lot of men love, it's having their ego stroked. and they will search high and low for that.
I suppose we're all in that boat. I'm just not paying for it.
Mm,
But I grew up broke. I never learned how to pay to play. Appreciate your mom.
wow. Okay.
Listen, there's some lessons you got to learn the hard way.
Yeah, true that. True that, true that.
I guess.
Broke
gonna say
hose is a
goodnight?
no-no.
What'd you say?
It's a song by the Loonies called Broke Hose is a No-No.
Oh, I didn't hear you. That's But all
You
right.
gonna say goodnight? Say goodnight. Oh, I didn't say swat the mic off the stand.
Keep it real.
Goodnight.
yeah, that meant no for the record.
The mic out my face, son.
yes, that meant I'm not saying nothing. Like I'm not a puppet.
Do your bidding. Oh Lord, Star.
Yes.
Are you one of them people that puts the baby on the phone and go talk to the baby?
Yep.
Nah.
Okay.
I am not. I didn't do that with Lynn. I ain't unless sometimes people would ask, like, let me speak to the baby. I'm like, speak to I guess, okay. Well here you go.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have to. I'd be on the phone talking, and people would be like, "Is that baby snoring?" Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. My puppy snores loud too, don't you?
Like I think that's an older people thing. Like, they be like, let me say something to her. Let her hear my voice, whatever.
Yeah, my mom used to do that, but she was in another state, so that was how she felt close to the kid. I gave her that because what else am I gonna do? But all
Yeah.
right.
If I
Oh,
give this if I give
FaceTime.
this baby the phone or the mic, she's just gonna try to eat it.
Aw. Aw. You leave greedy gums alone.
You say
Anyway,
what?
I said
She
leave
got
greedy gums.
teeth.
Okay. She also has gums.
She bit the shit out of me last week. I thought she
Mm,
broke the skin.
quit putting your finger in her mouth.
I wasn't trying to.
Mm,
Anyway,
mm,
I got a
mm.
game to watch, a dog to walk.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.